Hello everyone, this is Prashant Shah. I conducted a webinar today in the morning about market outlook and chart analysis, but I forgot to record it, and a lot of people are asking for it. So I thought I'll quickly record a video. So in this session, I'll quickly talk about market outlook, some sectors, and some stocks which I find interesting, some technical setups. But this is purely from for educational purpose. This session is not for recommendation or acting upon it. So please keep that in mind. All right. Another thing is I will mostly use point and figure charts, but I'll not use a lot of technical jargons. So people who don't understand much about P&F or noiseless charts will also be able to understand what I'm talking about. And the people who know it might find it interesting. So to begin with, this is a candlestick chart of Nifty. We saw a large bearish candle yesterday, and that was a kind of very bearish session. Now, the momentum indicators or the oscillators that you follow might not be very bullish right now because I believe largely the momentum indicators that we follow, we use parameters between 14 days or 10 days to 25 days largely for the indicators like RSI, ADX or MACD or things like that. So what will happen is, see, when Nifty made this high, look at this thing. It was a strong, good bullish uptrend. There were more bullish closes than bearish closes. So the indicators or oscillators must be showing strong numbers. And right now, in the last few sessions, the bearish closes are more than bullish closes. So naturally, here there could be bearish divergences and things like that. Also, this candle is kind of a mega engulfing candle, which engulfs previous multiple sessions, which is a kind of a bearish event because the mega bullish engulfing or bearish engulfing are kind of strong signals because they engulf a lot of price ranges. That so here in this candle, if you see, it engulfs a lot of previous session ranges. But all this happens in bull market. Like in strong bull market, you will keep coming across bearish engulfings, haramis, dojis, or hanging mans. So that happens. Uh, that but we must monitor if we see a follow through action. So if price see a follow through and falls below this support line, which we see with previous multiple shadows, that would be kind of bearish for the short term. That level is somewhere around 14,800 and 14,900. Now coming to point and figure chart, I posted this chart also a few days ago on Twitter. See, this is a strong anchor column or a strong column which covers almost which uh, which is of almost 115 boxes. And after that, there were multiple sessions within that column itself. So this column was of somewhere around 15 days, but after 15th Feb till today, we are seeing multiple columns within that column itself. So this is a consolidation purely, and price is in this box. As long as price is in this box, Nifty trend is of consolidation. We should largely go slow in the index, right? We have to understand that. It's not that market is bearish right now because we see a strong trend. It is a strong uptrend. There have been we have seen these kind of corrections in past also in this trend. For example, price keep touching moving average line. The black line is moving average line, 10 column moving average line. So you may see price keep touching that line and bouncing from that. So these are the pullbacks, and this remain a pullback as of now. This is a consolidation phase, and this level is between 14,900 and 800, where if price falls below that, then it will be slightly bearish for the short term. But this box remains intact as long as price is trading above 14,500. So that those levels we should keep in mind. Until then, we should go slow in index. I think this is a phase of consolidation. Yeah, if price goes above this trend line, which is above 15,200, if price closes above that, then it will be a resumption of uptrend, and we might see a strong bullish levels in index, and these counts will get active. right now this bullish count is at play. This is active. We have seen the first count achieved and second count is open. So this is Nifty right now. So look at these four charts. This first chart is candlestick chart with moving average. This is ratio chart of index of sector versus Nifty. Okay, so this is Nifty 200 index, which is divided by Nifty 50. So that's the ratio line. If ratio line is above moving average, we'll consider it bullish. Otherwise, it is bearish. This is a point and figure chart of ratio line. So this is Nifty 200 divided by Nifty. And this is index chart, price chart, point and figure price chart of Nifty 200. So I'll largely looking at point and figure charts. These charts are plotted for people who don't understand much about P&F. So what we are trying to do here is we are going to see important averages. I'll select a group important averages. I do this on a regular basis. I keep tracking these averages and see where the action is. So if we select Nifty 100, these are the averages in this group. So Nifty 100 is the primary indicator is this relative strength, how it is behaving against Nifty. So even though it is in strong uptrend, here it is more or less consolidating. This is Nifty 200. It has come out of range, but it is still in a consolidation zone. This is Nifty 500. The price action is bullish and it has come from a very strong consolidation zone and it is outperforming Nifty 50. See, Nifty 50 are also part of Nifty 500, but when this chart is bullish, that means Nifty 450, 500 minus 50 are more bullish. So maybe we can track those 450 stocks and see where the breakout is. They are outperforming the large caps. This is Nifty Alpha 50 versus Nifty 50. This is a very interesting index. I'll record a separate video on this and Quality 30 indices. These indices are created by NSE, and very interesting work can be done here, because if you see the breakout or outperformance in this index, then we can quickly go and see which stocks are the part of that index and they are leading. So there can be a good portfolio that can be built over this. I'll explain this in a separate video how we can do that. This is dividend opportunity. This is GS Composite bonds. There is underperformance against Nifty. This is interesting. Mid and small cap group of 400 stocks. It is outperforming Nifty. This chart is kind of bullish. You can see the strong bullish price chart, and the relative strength chart is also bullish. The ratio is bullish. So here the stocks of these group are outperforming, and the breakouts in them could be interesting. See, this is Nifty Next 50. It is also consolidating, or performance is at par. These are the small cap indices. This is small cap 100. This is small cap 250. This is small cap 50. All these are outperforming. So right now the stage is Nifty index is consolidating and mid cap and small caps are outperforming. We are seeing this trend since last few weeks. I've been talking about this, but I believe there is still a lot of room, and that we can see further outperformance by the stocks in these categories. And so we should trade the breakouts or interesting price patterns in this space. That's what I believe. As long as these relative strength charts are intact, there is a possibility that there can be some short-term consolidation or correction, but largely that would be an opportunity as long as the levels we talked in index remain intact. Let me show one more chart. See, this is a breadth chart of Nifty 50 moving average. That means, see, this candlestick chart is Nifty 50 candlestick chart, price chart, and this green line that you see below is number of stocks in Nifty 500 index trading above 50-day moving average. Right? I did not take 200 or 100-day moving average because those are the large parameters, and we haven't seen that kind of a fall that price, a lot of stocks will go below that kind of moving average. So I took 50-day moving average. The number of stocks trading above that 50-day moving average are roughly between 70%. You can see this band, they remain between 60-70%. They are not really falling. So there is no bearish participation as such in the market. Overall, the participation is stable. Another thing that I regularly talk is this is P&F X%. That means number of stocks in bullish swings. And here I'm using NSE all sectors as a group. So this green line chart shows the number of sectors which are in bullish swing. Now, typically what happens is in strong market, the parameter remain between 90 to 100% and 80 to 100%. And in bearish when markets correct, it can go between 20% to 0%. So in strong bullish market, when we see that coming to oversold level, it could be a good indicator that there is a possibility of reversal. Of course, we must wait for the price confirmation. So right now, the breadth chart is between 70-75%, which is kind of okay. I mean, it is in a neutral zone. It does not indicate very over what number it was few days ago, but right now it is in a neutral zone. So largely, I think these two breadth charts that we saw are also indicating sort of consolidation that we might see in index going further. We will keep the levels that we have discussed in mind. If the range expansion happens, then things might change. So now we have discussed about mid caps, small caps stocks. So let me discuss few stocks which are looking interesting on the chart, and my whole intention here is to discuss chart setups. So I will not be talking much about the entry exit levels because the intention is not to provide recommendation. So first is Hind Copper. The sector is also interesting and this candidate is kind of interesting. Now see, this is a 3% chart, higher box value. Now when you see this chart, see if I plot the 45-degree trend line, I'll remove that moving average line for now. See, the price chart is bullish because it is above bearish trend lines, right? And we see these strong bullish columns now on the higher degree chart. That means the strong bottom is at place and this chart looks really interesting. Now coming to the medium term chart, see this is there is nothing bearish at the left because the 45-degree trend line for important highs is broken. I keep looking at these kind of things, technical stuffs on the chart, because they are good indication. Here you get to know that the important bottom is at place. So right now also what I feel is the strong column is representing the strength that is there in the counter, and I think the chart remains bullish as long as the level of 110 is maintained, which is around mid column of this mid level of this column. Now, when we are discussing about trend line, I can quickly, I remember this Tata Power, which I'll quickly explain. See, this is a price chart. And when we see important 45-degree trend line breakouts, see this. So there is nothing bearish at the left once we see all 45-degree bearish 45-degree trend lines are taken out. So once you see something like that has happened, we may not wait for the all-time high to cross because that might be too late. We may plan entry once this has happened, then we can trade bullish patterns in this counter. Now you can do that on any box value. You can do that with other methods that you are familiar with. Another counter is Blue Star Limited. This is a 3% chart, which is a higher box value. See, this is a interesting breakout. Now let me show a higher degree chart of this. Something like 8%. Now I'll remove this average. So now see what has happened is after there was a strong trend. This is a strong consolidation. This consolidation is from 2008 to almost 2013. So 5-year, 6-year consolidation here. And then there was a strong breakout. After that breakout strong again, we again saw the consolidation. And then there is a breakout. This is known as a triple top buy in point and figure. So this is a strong breakout. This is a largely a price pattern, which we can see on a higher box value. So same thing you can see on the lower box value. See, this was a strong trend followed by a huge consolidation, and then there was a breakout. This breakout was retested. You can call it a principle of polarity when resistance becomes support. Now here there was a resistance that became support here, and we are seeing again a follow through breakout. This looks very interesting, and this is 1% chart. Here we can plan a trade. So as long as this bottom is intact, which is somewhere around 740, we can see every pullback as an opportunity to enter from the medium term perspective. See, another interesting thing from technical perspective on this chart, look at this column. This has engulfed previous bearish column completely. This is like a bullish engulfing pattern which we see on a candlestick chart. See, that happened on a price chart of this stock. So this was a bearish swing. Unlike candlestick, this is a bearish swing. So this is not just a one session column, right? And it was almost a 14-day column, and then there was a complete retracement of that column. So that's very interesting, particularly when that happens in the uptrend. I call it bullish 100% pole pattern. So that pattern is very important or very effective when we see that in a strong trend. So and we also saw follow through. Follow through is after the correction, again price went above the high of that column, and that qualifies for the follow through pattern of that 100% pole. So this observation is applicable on instruments and time frames that you may find it interesting. Another chart is LG Equipment. This has also registered a strong breakout. You can see this strong trend. See the strong trend, and then there was a consolidation and a breakout. This was a consolidation. Price went down and tested this important level. This was the important consolidation level which got tested and bounced from those levels, and now it is above that previous important high. So nothing is bearish at left. This breakout looks very interesting from medium term to long term perspective, and all these breakouts are more interesting because this entire space looks interesting, and this kind of breakouts might work in medium term. I'll show a higher time frame, like 10% chart. Now see, this was a strong trend after a consolidation, and that this is a triple top buy. No, see, this was from 2015 to almost 2017. So this was almost 2.5 year pattern, and after that we saw a follow through. The stock went to almost 400, 105, and then there was a strong correction till this consolidation zone, and we again saw a bounce. This is again a kind of principle of polarity. Price tested previous resistance, and now we are seeing a bounce again. So this is also a kind of broadening pattern, kind of expanding pattern that we see in technicals after a strong consolidation breakout. So this is on a higher time frame, right? It is like 10% box value. That means the every X and O is of 10%. Of course, we can't trade this, but we get to know about the chart setups from higher degree first. So now coming to a lower time frame box value, this is a strong bullish column. Any correction or any pullback till 400 would be a good opportunity, and the pattern remains intact as long as price is trading above 400. Another is Welspun Industry. See, I see this as a very interesting counter, because if I plot 45 degrees, see, there's nothing bearish at the end. There's all 45 degrees are taken out. So this is a very interesting counter, and I think these stops are weak, and price tested this support here at multiple times. So this remains very interesting, and from short-term perspective also we see this previous multi-column triangles. So all this consolidation has happened in the price, and now it is above it. So I think as long as this bottom of this consolidation remains intact, which is somewhere around 65, the chart is very bullish. and we might see higher levels in this counter. I also like Praj Industry. Again, to explain it on a higher box value, see, this was a strong bullish uptrend till almost 2007 when price saw somewhere around 260. And after that, there was a strong consolidation that has happened in the stock. But now, see this, observe this. This is a strong bullish anchor column. Look at the number of boxes in this column. They are highest after that top. We haven't seen that kind of a large column in this entire consolidation of last 12, 13 years, right? So after that, we are first time seeing this kind of anchor level. Of course, there can be, it is possible that price is kind of overbought and all that, but as long as this picture is intact, I think the stock might go in a new range and we might see higher levels down the line. So this chart also looks very bullish from medium term perspective. A reference level could be around 155, 160. Chart remains bullish till then. And in the sugar space, of course, the best chart is Balrampur Chini, which is looking very interesting. So this is a triple top buy on a 3%, and it is completely out of that strong consolidation zone. So it's a clear breakout, and stock is very bullish from medium term perspective in this space. So when you talk about those trend line breakouts, which we discussed in Praj Industry, the example that I remember is of Persistent. See, when we talk about that 45-degree trend line, see, after this, when you see the price above the 45-degree trend lines from those important highs, that's it. The stock is in new range. So after that, we can plan to trade every pullback or whenever price is correcting in the short term, that can offer good risk reward trade opportunities. Also, this bearish 45-degree trend line continuation breakout can also offer a good trading opportunity. Right now also it is breaking that bearish 45-degree trend line plotted from that important high. Of course, in this space, there are a lot of stocks like ATGL, IEX, which are at all-time highs and important breakouts, but they are already trading at all-time high and they are still interesting. But I'm not discussing them right now. Couple of stocks which are interesting from technical perspective. There are some technical observations. For example, Fortis. Now see this pattern, which you see here. The right, this is again expanding, and I call this double broadening because there was a bearish pattern followed by bullish pattern followed by bearish pattern and again a bullish pattern. So this is a very interesting thing. We can call it bullish double broadening. This is happening in a when price has come out from that strong consolidation zone. So that is when it is happening, and it is kind of very interesting chart. So see, this was a resistance. Price went above that multiple resistances, again tested them. There is kind of polarity, and now we are seeing it crossing that high again after touching the moving average. So this chart also looks kind of interesting, and this observation is interesting. This double broadening or multi-column triangle, we call it rare occurrences. I found this stocks using the scanners. I'll explain in a while what are those scanners. Another interesting is SW Solar. See, this is a strong consolidation. If you see a higher degree also, see there are multiple resistances and strong consolidation. This 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 column triangle on higher box value. If you see a breakout, it could be a good thrust, up thrust, and that can be very interesting. You can play that. So keep this resistance in mind. If price goes above that, it could be very interesting. One more is Sequent Scientific Limited. This chart also looks good. We talked about this engulfing 100% pole column. See, this is that 100% pole kind of a column where there was a bearish swing and price has completely engulfed it. But in this case, price has engulfed previous multiple columns. This entire consolidation in a way. So this is a very strong column in this chart, and now as long as this is intact, this becomes, this can be a game changer for the stock. And after that we saw a consolidation which was up to 140, and now again a continuation breakout. Price has already run up on this chart. We can plan consolidation or some short-term correction on medium-term box value or some other method. So here we see this short-term consolidation. We can play this consolidations or pullbacks or the breakout in short-term box value. I think this setup remains bullish from medium-term perspective as long as price is trading above 180 levels. Another is Aarti Drugs. Now I'm discussing one interesting pattern here. See, with Aarti Drugs, or this can happen with any other stock also. See, this is a strong bullish trend, right? After strong consolidation, there was a breakout. Now price has already rallied, and now we are seeing it at support. How did I find this stock? O at same level. The O's at same level on the higher box value chart. So this could be a very important support. Now at times what happens is after the breakout, we may not see very strong fall, but we can trade those pullbacks with affordable risk reward levels. So here we see a possibility of price taking support here. If we go to the lower box value now, see these are previous multiple O's. Same way you can see that happening in 0.25%. This was series of strong bullish double top buys, and it was a strong uptrend, now followed by a strong consolidation. But this multiple bottoms at this level could be a good opportunity. Roughly it is between 630 640 level. As long as those levels are maintained, it can be traded, and that can provide good risk reward opportunity. I would also like to discuss some stocks in F&O segment. Example, Axis Bank. See, the interesting thing in Axis Bank is you can see this 1% in 1% box value, the multiple columns. This is a 4-column triangle. Every swing is within its previous swing, so it is a 4-column triangle on a medium-term box value. And if you see a breakout, it could be very interesting thing. See this higher box value chart of Axis Bank. So this is a strong structural uptrend, right? So the stock is overall very bullish, and every time after the correction, we have seen some strong columns followed by strong rally. So right now also we are seeing on a higher box value very strong column, and any pullback or any correction from here could be an opportunity. But overall the stock is in strong uptrend. In fact, in Reliance also there is one interesting observation. See, on 1% box value, we were talking about that broadening pattern, which is also here. This is also expanding triangle. Like there was a bearish pattern, then bullish, then bearish, then bullish. So this is kind of expanding pattern, and there are multiple O's at that level. So this is a strong base. This was a bearish column, consolidation, and now a bullish column. So this could be a strong bottom from medium term perspective in this counter. And in the short term, because it is derivative chart, or when we are trading derivatives, we largely look at 0.25% chart for stocks. This is a strong consolidation, and right now it is correcting in the short term. But as long as this from the short term perspective, as long as it is trading about 2100 or 2090, it is overall bullish, and these counts are open. Now, when we are talking about that structural uptrend, which we discussed in Axis Bank, see, this is an example, Pidilite Industry. See, this is a 3% chart, right? See that moving average line. It's a right from beginning, this stock has been in a strong uptrend, right? See, and when you see, or when you come across something like this, when you know that stock is in a strong uptrend on a higher box value, it's a structural uptrend. What happens is we may not see a very strong or steep fall in that counter. So how do we participate, or how can we enter in those stocks? Is we should trade those small correction and consolidations on a lower time frame or lower box value. So when we see this kind of picture on a higher box value, we may plan trades on a medium term, from medium term perspective, on 1% box value or 0.25% box value. So right now it is a 4-column triangle, and on a 1% box value, and we see this multiple bottoms here, which can be a good reference level, which is around 1680 levels, and it is also near previous important tops. So that could remain a good reference level for short term, and we should know the behavior of the stock when we are treating it, right? So this is the stocks which are in structural uptrend. Even the short term correction should be traded when price touches near moving average, or when you see some consolidating pattern. One more counter here is Torrent Pharma. See, this is another counter which is in structural uptrend, right? So what happens is here now it is correcting. It is there is O at same level here, and there are also multiple O's here. So this could be a strong support area, and overall counter has been in a strong uptrend, right? So that could be an opportunity. See, there's a similar thing happened here also. There were multiple O's at same level, and stock bounced from that level. So this, when it approaches here, and when you look at the short-term chart, you might find some pattern which you can use for entry and follow the stop loss. It might turn out to be a good risk reward trade. So right now it is approaching the short-term level. If I see a short-term chart, see, this is a consolidation zone. If I plot anchor point, this is roughly a level which is where price has traded most previously, and that can be considered as a strong reference point. And so as long as price is trading somewhere between 2300, I think it is bullish from medium term perspective, and we should utilize that pullback as an opportunity to participate. Also, we can see that strong anchor column at the left. Another counter is Coforge. I think this guy is very interesting, and the continuation breakout in this counter could turn out to be, so this is a bullish 45-degree trend line from that strong anchor column. This bottom remain protected, and so this is a strong, I will call it bullish ABC. This is anchor column, 45-degree trend line breakout, and it can activate higher degree counts. So I am typically bullish in this counter as long as it maintains 2400 levels. And last stock is Chula Finance. So this stock is also very interesting. There was a strong V-shaped breakout, then a strong rally, then we saw a correction. The stock has created a base, and now again there is a breakout. So it is above this previous highs, and though it is a strong rally right now on a higher box value chart, but I feel that this consolidation has opened up strong bullish counts in this. We might see higher levels from medium term perspective. See this pattern. This is again a bullish expanding pattern or a broadening pattern, and this is a follow through. So even from short term perspective, as long as level of 500 are maintained, it is bullish, and if 400 is maintained, it is also bullish from medium term perspective. All right, so I think I discussed most of the charts that those were discussed in webinar. There were many other stocks discussed based on the user queries, but maybe I'll do a YouTube session now onwards if you find these things helpful. Also, one more thing, when we are looking at the market, I always try to look at who are the leaders. So in the current rally, I think there are 10-15 names that would come in my mind if we talk about leaders. See, we know about Adani Enterprises. Now, if I'll ask you to buy Adani or to anyone buy Adani at current level, it is not very easy, right? Because it has already gone up so much. So it is not very easy to buy something which has already worked. But these strong leaders remain leaders. So we may not know. For example, see, we have seen that Nifty in consolidation zone, but see the stock, it has done well, right? Even in the short term. So we don't know whether there will be a top, or we don't know how far will it go. but we should continue to trade continuation breakouts in these kind of strong stocks and strong rallies. That can be very rewarding. So for example, this small breakout with a very affordable stop, something like that, I mean, that can be very rewarding trading opportunities in strong stocks like this. We should not, just don't look at them because they have already run up so much. So that we should keep in mind. So Adani Enterprises, Adani Power, Bajaj Finance, AU Bank, Deepak Nitrate, DLF, Grasim, IDFC First Bank, Jubilant Food, L&T, which is very interesting, Mindtree, M&M Finance, Siemens, Tata Chem, Ultratech Cement. These are the stocks which are leaders of this rally, and I think they can do much better if we see Nifty continue to perform from here. I think these stocks will largely outperform as of current state of charts. Also in webinar, someone asked about ITC. So when we talk in about FMCG sector, I feel the chart of Dabur is very interesting. See, because here the pattern is, see, when we open this kind of charts, it is very noisy chart. You see large number of columns of X and O. It's very difficult to derive anything out from this. But when you see the higher box value chart, see this. It is such a smooth chart. It is strong uptrend. Right, see this strong only rising moving average line since kind of forever. That makes it very interesting chart, and we see these large columns of O's in between. I think so. Once we know the behavior of the chart, we can plan the strategies accordingly. So in the stocks like Dabur, what we should do is we should try to capture these pullbacks. That can give you good risk reward opportunity, and we might see stock turning again from that line, or we can try to capture those pullbacks on lower box value chart, or maybe using some other technique. But the idea is when we see that kind of structural uptrend or that kind of behavior, we can slightly tweak our strategies accordingly. And this chart is one of the outperformers of this space. Of course, Jubilant Food is one more. Of course, Jubilant Food is also the outperformer and when very bullish chart. All right, so I think this is all about it. And I discussed some chart setups and the market outlook, but the idea is to talk about technicals, chart setups, and definitely not the recommendation, because you can't blindly trade on anyone's recommendation. That is now you can create long-term wealth, I believe. But all these observations which I've talked about might help to analyze the chart and plan your trading strategies. The market phase can suddenly change, so keep that in mind. I've talked about Nifty levels and levels of the stocks. Keep that in mind. Okay, the scanners that I largely used for all these, of course, I keep looking at charts of different groups which are participating or performing. But you might find these 4-5 scanners very interesting, like 100% pole bullish, then 100% pole follow through bullish, then broadening or broadening formation, bullish broadening breakout, bullish broadening follow through, then rare occurrences, which is like quadruple top, double broadening, and triangle breakouts, and turtle follow through, the turtle breakout. So these are the some of the important scanners. Of course, there are lots of scanners and lots of things in the trade point. This is just for the idea if you want to explore. So hope you find this useful. Please write us in case of feedback. Thank you for your time.